5.6 What is the relation between objects of natural environment that are listed in Shan Hai Jing, such as mountains, seas, rivers, lakes, creeks, streams, rain, wind, various plants, animals, minerals, soils, and human psyche? Natural archetypal images recorded in the ancient Chinese monument Shan Hai Jing. Shan Hai Jing, Catalogue of Mountains and Seas, which was qualified as the Catalogue of Human Population, are most directly related to human psyche. They are the language of software of Homo sapiens. Human psyche is like a peculiar conglomerate of natural analogues, or their parts. Andrey Davydov, the author of Scientific Discovery of the Catalogue of Human Population, managed to find out that from birth, every person is a carrier of an individual set of archetypal images. The system of archetypal images holds quintessence of the functional diapason of nature, which provides analogues as existing bioforms, and a human has an individual archetypal complex that is distributed according to phenological cycles and determines his subtype place. Modern psychology has already proven that, from the moment of birth until the moment of maturation, psyche of each one of us absorbs from the environment everything that might be useful in the future. Parents pass on basic information to children, and being next to them, demonstrate how to use it. However, it is impossible to affect a child's thinking with pedagogical influences. Holistic thinking of a child does not get implicated in pedagogical tricks, and so something gets taken in, and something does not. On the other hand, each person after being born in a specific geographical pot absorbs the areal of his environment: animals, birds, reptiles, plants, genetic and psychological. Researcher sinologist Andrey Davydov found that form as a whole, as well as individual parts of a human, are peculiar conductors, which manifest elements of his psyche. In the time parameters, it makes conductors acquire characteristics that correspond to psychical analogues or their segments in nature, in other words, representatives of the surrounding flora and fauna. In a sense, this is confirmed by results of studies presented by Stanislav Grof, where there are described cases of when people consciously reach states of consciousness in which they self-identify with animals, plants, chimeras. These cases are well known from ancient shamanic yogic practices, as well as from modern research. An image carries in itself elements that are identical to natural. Any natural images, such as a mountain, a river, rocks, minerals, metals, animals, plants, and so on, in addition to being universal in visual understanding by people of different linguistic belonging, are also indestructible. They existed, exist, and will exist as long as planet Earth exists. Therefore, the language of images will be alive while nature exists on this planet. Uniqueness of natural images also consists in that processes which are built into natural magnitudes, by their essence, do not change over the centuries. Plants, animals, rivers, lakes have the same processes now as they had millions of years ago. As for artificial images, meaning images which were thought up by people themselves, not one of them influences and, in principle, cannot influence human psychophysiology in a way that any natural image does, and they do not live through centuries. All artificial images are like mayflies. Once there was King Kong or Tarzan, then Godzilla or Superman, and then Iron Man or Shrek. Each one of such images lives, on average, for several years or maximum a few decades, and then it is forgotten or gets driven out by new inventions of Homo sapiens. None of the images thought up by people live for centuries, and all the more so billions of years, as it is the case with natural images. This is exactly the reason why, possibly during creation of Homo sapiens, a natural image was put into the basis of his existence and functioning.